Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Terence.
And today we're going to talk about something that he deems important, and guess what? So do I. We should have done this a long time ago, but it's brilliant. Lay it on them.
See, I've been on the show now, I don't know, over half a year, and I try to keep involved with the community. So particularly in videos that I'm in, I like to kind of read the comments and comment back and generate conversation.
Yeah, because that is why we do it.
Yeah. I have fun doing it most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. I'm following you on that as well.
So, this isn't a video about trolls, because really, whatever. Just think, anytime that you troll me, I read it, I smile, and go to my life, which is probably better than yours.
Ooh.
Oh, isn't that meta? I just trolled the internet.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
I don't watch the internet.
I don't watch the internets. But in all seriousness, something that I've seen over the videos that I've been on and the comments that I've seen is something really troubling. And I kind of mulled this in my brain for a while before I came to this conclusion.
And I agree with what he's going to say.
Fuck fanboys. Now hear me out. Months ago we did a review for the definitive edition of Tomb Raider. As the sales numbers show now, to back up what we said back in the day, in the city of Toronto, the only version that we could get was the Xbox One version. So as opposed to not doing a video, we got what we could and we played it and we shared our thoughts with you.
Yes.
What we ended up getting was a shitstorm because we played the inferior version, that we got paid by Microsoft, that all this silly juvenile nonsense. All right?
I spent all of that money.
All of it. Oh, wait. Is someone stealing your helicopter?
No.
Oh my god.
I think it's Sony.
Oh.
They want it.
See, the reality is, guys, we have to step back and look at things objectively. Now, what I mean by that is, why are you arguing amongst yourselves or hating us because we say Xbox here when you wanted to hear PlayStation or vice versa? Like, the way that I look at it is I find it comical that people will gravitate towards a corporation and a product and defend that like they're a stockholder, like they created it, or like it's their family. The reality is, guys, Sony doesn't care about you. Xbox doesn't care about you.
What do you mean? They
Microsoft doesn't care about you.
They care about me.
No, they don't.
Why?
Nintendo doesn't care about you. Ubisoft doesn't care about you. Electronic Arts doesn't care about you. Sega doesn't care about you. You see where I'm going with this? See, guys, what we fail to realize and fail to bring up, only when it's convenient do we bring it up and it never makes sense, is the fact that it's business and everybody's into it for money. Don't kid yourselves. What we're seeing now in 2014 is an amazing advancement in just sneaky, slimy business models.
There's so many of them now.
Exactly. And what just kills me is how people decide that they still want to be like, oh, Microsoft rules, fuck you, Sony, and you know, vice versa. That's bullshit. I was accused of being biased at one point because I gave my opinion.
You are.
Yeah. Right, I am. Guess what? I am biased, and I'm a fanboy. I am a fanboy. You know what I'm a fanboy of?
I'll tell you.
What?
Your wallet.
My wallet! Isn't that an amazing thing? When the Xbox One came out, I wasn't convinced, nor did I see anything at launch that appealed to me. So, I exercised my right as a consumer to not buy it.
True.
And when the Wii U came out, I scoffed and exercised my right as a consumer and I didn't buy it.
But that's not to say that there's not certain games on these systems that are worth owning. It just, guess what? Your opinion on them is not the same as mine.
Right.
So I'm not buying them, but you didn't shit on me when I got an Xbox One, and a Wii U, and a Vita, and a 3DS. I'm broke, but you didn't say, oh, you're an idiot.
No. I'm not going to shit on people for buying an Xbox One because that's your money and that's your decision. Why I take issue is when you try to champion this fucking piece of plastic and metal and circuits in your living room and justify, you have to justify to yourself that you made the right choice, and that's not the right thing to do, because we've gone from talking about video games. We've gone from communicating and sharing our ideas and sharing our opinions and furthering the conversation to a 12-year-old, nah, nah, nah. You know, like I heard this shit with Sega Nintendo when I was in grade school. And the reason why it was done back then is, quite frankly, parents wouldn't buy more than one system for their kids. So that's where kind of the whole fanboy concept in video games started. At the end of the day, yo, you have to be an individual. If you see something that you want, buy it. But don't be erecting a stake to burn someone that doesn't want it or doesn't enjoy the games that you want to enjoy. So Jay, what do you think about this whole concept of buying a game because you want to buy a game, not having an allegiance to a company? Like it's not like saying like, oh, you know, it's the same thing as saying like we just did a video on Marvel. Imagine if a Marvel movie comes out and it just doesn't appeal to you. Do you go see it because you're suckered in? Or you feel that you'll miss something? Or you'll feel that you're less of a fan if you don't?
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't want to see it.
You know, the thing about all of this, it really bothers me because it's a lot of peer pressure in school, especially in high school and even grade school. Obviously more of grade school than high school. But peer pressure plays a huge role in being a fanboy, because I remember being a young kid, and if I liked a video game on, say, Nintendo and somebody like Sega, I remember like things would happen to me that were ridiculous. Like I would get bullied because I like, you know, Mega Man 3 and the slide ability, and people were like, no, it shouldn't be in there. And I remember like being like kicked out of soccer games and all sorts of shit when I was a kid, and you can't come on the playground. And I think that a lot of it comes down to they want to relate to other people, and I think that being an individual is actually, it's pretty hard for a young kid nowadays, because you have the internet out there and it's so easy to troll. It's so easy to throw away somebody's opinion because you don't have to look them in the eyes. So when you're sitting there and you see somebody say like, hey, I don't know, let's say I love to listen to Bon Jovi, right? And I love it. It makes me happy. Somebody out there, regardless of where it is on the internet, somebody's gonna go, oh, you're clearly
this or that, or
you're
whatever.
This or that. Bon Jovi's for girls. You must be a girl. And I could just be some 17-year-old kid who loves guitar, and maybe Richie Sambora is my hero because he plays guitar. They don't know that that's why I like it. I just said I like it. So the problem with all of this is that anybody can say anything at any point, and it really, people are like, oh, it's freedom. The internet's freedom, but I actually think the internet's kind of the opposite of freedom. It's confining kids to their cubicles. Like, hey, if you like Xbox, you better get in that cubicle over there, or you're gonna get a shitstorm on your video. So maybe you shouldn't even make videos on video games. Maybe you should just be in your room alone. And you know, even though that maybe your life is not so good because your parents are in a fight and you've got issues with your girlfriend, you're feeling depressed, hey, I'll turn to the internet where I can talk to people that agree with my opinions. But, oh no, fuck no, I can't do that either, because people out there sit behind their keyboards like pussies and just blab about bullshit that they wish they had in their lives, but they don't, so they bring everyone down with them. So that's what I think about all of this. I honestly think that the times we live in, you have to be an individual. So if you like something, you stand up for it. And if somebody says, well, I don't like that, that's fine, because that has nothing to do with you.
Right.
I don't, I like you like, I don't know, what do you like? Name one thing.
I like,
what do you like?
I like Akira Kurosawa movies.
There you go. There you go. What, somebody gonna shit on you because of that now?
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna shit on you because you like that. It's so fucking ridiculous the times we live in.
Here's the thing though. A lot of 3 kilobytes is opinion based.
Yeah.
We see things, we play things, we interact with things, and because we do that and we like sharing with the community, we give our opinion. And some of our opinions don't, you know, like some of my opinions personally won't agree with what your opinions are. No, like
you say things sometimes to me and I think you're completely nuts. And we have our little argument, and then we kind of go, okay, well, that's your opinion, that's mine. We don't sit there and go, oh, you're a fucking idiot for like 5 years after the fact.
Yeah. On a previous video, I commented and I said Games with Gold is a piece of shit. It's a very subjective opinion. Now, I was challenged on why I thought that, and I gave my response, and one person took it a little better than the other person did. And the other person that didn't started to roundabout insult me, and it was funny because it was a very brief back and forth, and I realized, and this is the reason where this video came from, is because my opinion didn't perfectly align with his, I was, and I quote, uninformed and biased.
You know what I think it also comes down to? The way that people structure their sentences. Mm-hmm. So you said games with gold is shit. Honestly, that's going to piss off some people. But that's also kind of why we have an entertainment show. Yeah. That's kind of the point of this, guys. If you think it's not shit, then tell us why, and we go back and forth, and we have fun with it. We're not calling people who like it shit.
No.
You're saying the service itself is shit. We're not saying that the people that use the service and enjoy it are shit.
But that's the problem. That's the problem that lies in fanboys, is they take an opinion that doesn't align with their opinion as a direct and personal insult. No, this is real. Exactly. This is brilliant. This is brilliant, like, business. You know, like, think of how much companies are laughing at you while they're counting their money.
No, they love it. The moral of this story has to be an individual. If you like something, like it. If somebody puts you down or is a bully because you like something, then that person is missing something from their lives. They're missing what you like. So they're going to try to bring you down to their level. And I honestly think that if you have issues with this and people are bothering you, band together with the people that are actually making a good conversation in the comment below. Support those people. Bring the level of joy and excitement up.
That's the whole reason the comment section's below and why it is open and why it goes as is. Guys, it's as simple as this. Don't be a fanboy to these fucking companies. Be a fanboy to yourself. Be a fanboy to your wallet. Be a fanboy to your friends.
Us.
To your family.
We are fanboys.
But the thing is focus on what's important. And buying an Xbox One because you bought an Xbox 360 and all your friends have an Xbox 360 and that's the only reason, like, look at that. And then and for those people that are upset that I said Xbox, insert with whatever system, PlayStation, Wii U, whatever.
Look, I bought a Wii U because I wanted to play Legend of Zelda when it comes out, and I bought it early because I thought there's gonna games trickle down onto it and be really good games. And guess what? Most of the Nintendo first-party games that have come out are like 9 out of 10, all of them. They're all amazing. So that's my opinion, though.
Shocking on. And that's, again, it's opinion. Guys, have your own opinions, but respect the opinions of others. Don't put them down, because you know what? No one wants to have a conversation with the negative Nancy.
No, it's getting old, guys. It's time to move on from that. Kind of, you know, maybe grow up, have an opinion of your own. Be an individual.
For sure. All we're trying to do is we're trying to the best of our ability to assist. If you didn't want this, you wouldn't watch 3 Kilobytes, you wouldn't watch other shows on YouTube, you wouldn't go on to gaming websites to find out news about stories and opinions of games and whatnot. All we're trying to do is we want to help you, just like we want to help each other, and everybody should want to help each other. Make the best informed choices. Don't get suckered in by stupid business schemes. Come out on top. Put loyalty where it deserves to be, and those are to the people in your lives.
You know, if you want to do research on all of these topics we're talking about, you want to know what life truly is about, watch Fight Club and read the book. Pay attention to that. It'll explain what life is about. Just watch it. It'll teach you that your khakis and your wallet and all that shit is pointless. Exactly. It's all shit that you never own anything you own. Ever. No. Never, because one day you'll die and then it'll be gone. You're not owning it anymore. You're just borrowing everything that we have here, so let's be nice to each other. I love you.
I love you, man.
Bye. We love you too.